Ben Shapiro is speaking of Ben Shapiro.
Wet P word.
I was waiting for it. So knew that was coming.
All right, as you can see.
This is not a parody, okay? Ben Shapiro, what's the backstory for this? In Georgia, a bunch of companies are moving out of Georgia because they're enforcing these like absolutely heinous voter suppression laws. And where's the whole video? This is just I want the
right
whole.
Below.
Yeah, good. People are saying it was out of context, so she posted the whole thing, and it's like
Here we are at Home
just
Depot, as you know.
So Home Depot is one of the only big companies in Georgia that was like, we're not going to comment on this. Is that right, Dan?
Right. Yeah, they're just they're based in Georgia, and they are trying to remain neutral.
They're remaining neutral, but a lot of the big companies are pulling out of Georgia, and they're like, fuck.
Or maybe not necessarily pulling out of Georgia, but they're lobbying against the law in some fashion or another.
What
is the issue in Georgia?
So in Georgia, because they lost, because they went blue, the government in power there is enacting like very severe voter suppression laws to prevent,
Got it.
Yeah, in short, black people from voting. So Ben Shapiro is out here. Oh, here, AB, thank you. Just to give you an idea, the governor, Brian Kemp, just signed into a law bill that adds many obstacles to voting, including reducing the number of ballot boxes, shrinking the window for early voting, adding additional photo ID requirements, and allowing state officials to circumvent the work of county election officials if they don't like the outcomes they are seeing. The Georgia bill even goes so far as to make it illegal for outside groups to give water or food to voters stuck in long lines.
What?
You know where there's long lines in poor, mostly black neighborhoods. Okay, he's making illegal to give food and water to people stuck in long lines.
Jesus.
I mean, this shit is straight up Jim Crow, fucking backwater racist bullshit. Oh, hit me with that Tucker laugh. It's a lunatic. How do people defend this? How do people defend this? We are witnessing right now a massive and unabashed assault on voting rights unlike anything we've seen since the Jim Crow era. Yeah. How do you defend removing ballot boxes?
Yeah.
Well, they say they do it all under the guise of voter fraud, which there's basically zero of. So, and if, I think good on the companies. Mm-hmm. They have a right. It's so ironic. These Republicans cannot get their opinions straight. They lobby their whole fucking career to give businesses more power, and then the moment they actually use that authority that they fought their whole career to give them, then all of a sudden boycotting is cancel culture. So here's Ben Shapiro. I have not seen evidence of Ben Shapiro being smart, to be frank with you guys. I mean, he talks fast and he's articulate, but his takes don't make any sense.
Yeah.
There's no consistency. Let's see.
Here we are at Home Depot. As you know, controversy has now involved Home Depot as people are encouraging people to boycott Home Depot because Home Depot is not getting involved in Georgia's voter law controversy. Home Depot is doing exactly the right thing because, after all, they are, in fact, Home Depot. They are not, in fact, in the business of politics, because you should be buying from companies that are not falling to the woke left. Home Depot, so far, is one of those companies. So here's what we're doing. And I encourage you to do the same. We're going to go in there, we're going to buy some stuff, and then I'm going to leave.
So wait, watch this. Watch this. It gets so good.
All right, as you can see,
he bought a wood. He bought a wood. This is him supporting Home Depot. I went and bought a wood, and I put it in a bag.
In a bag.
What is he going to do with that wood, do you think?
Oh, my God.
Hi, I'm Ben Shapiro, and I just went to Home Depot, and I bought a wood. Support Home Depot.
Extra large and extra hard.
Right. Like, I'm going to go build a house for a home. I'm going to go help a homeless shelter, build some house.
Thank you for your support.
I bought this piece of wood for $12. Yes, Home Depot. Support Home Depot. I encourage everybody to go to Home Depot and buy a wood and put it in a bag. Thank you. Making a difference. One piece of wood at a time.
You couldn't come up with anything more sad than this.
Well, here, that's why everyone's making fun of him.
Wow.
But here,
shopping at Home Depot, you should do the same. This wood, this board, this magnificent piece of poplar is now mine. Here we are at Home Depot.
How is this not a joke?
Such a goon. Yeah, this is the joke.
All right, as you can see, I just went shopping at Home Depot.
God,
You should
I
do the
can't
same.
get over
This
this
wood,
piece
this
of wood in a
this
bag.
magnificent.
He's changing the world.
is now-
See, he's doing social justice right now, one wood plank at a time. Oh, also one thing people pointed out, which is pretty funny, is that he's standing on the curb to make himself look taller.
All right, as you can
You see how it's shot? Here's the curb, and here's the street. When you're as
Spit
little
in my
as
mouth,
Ben, you
look in
spend
my
your whole
eyes.
life trying to, not even physically, but like, just spiritually. You spend your whole life working on camera angles like that, figuring out. But that was slick. I didn't even notice that he was standing on a curb until someone pointed it out.
extra large and extra hard.
A group of,
I love that. I can't get over this piece of wood.
so just to give you a little context,
How do you go to Home Depot and only come out with a piece of wood?
how is that helping Home Depot?
Yeah.
I encourage everybody to go buy. He's like, I'm going to go buy a bunch of stuff to help Home Depot. Here's one piece of wood. I'm going to throw in the dumpster on my way out. Thank you.
Funny enough, I happened to go to Home Depot for the first time in my life and just get a piece of wood yesterday, but it's for something completely unrelated.
Wow. AB in
on,
solidarity
AB.
with Ben Shapiro.
Hold on.
You
Hell
are
no.
pro-Georgia voting restrictions.
No.
Are you
hell
part
no.
of the Ben Shapiro club?
Well, funnily, of course, because
Hell
Ben
no.
is such a hypocrite and he can't keep one talking point straight from the other.
I wonder if all of his fans just went and bought a piece of wood now.
I doubt it. Maybe there's just wood planks in bags all over America. Ben Shapiro, who's a giant hypocrite and can't keep his talking point straight, tweeted previously, I canceled my Sports Illustrated subscription after 16 years last year because of the leftist politics.
Right.
I think he's trying to cancel Sports Illustrated. I think they had like a trans, I remember this, they had like a trans model. And so he thought that was a political statement and canceled his Sports Illustrated.
Big problem.
God, these people are. Oh, here's a great one from Ben Shapiro. This was from his vlog that he's tried to scrub from the internet because he knows he's such a fucking hypocrite.
Just blog.
Oh,
not
not
blog.
this is
It was just
blog.
written, but yeah.
So apparently he's calling on a boycott of Ritz crackers because of Al Sharpton. What is the thing here?
Al Sharpton had used the term cracker disparagingly about white people in like 1990 or something, and he's
holding on to that.
well because he had he I think maybe still does has a show on MSNBC, so he was calling for a boy. Ritz was one of the sponsors of his show.
So he says, if you disagree with Ritz crackers, that Sharpton's program is distasteful, believable, and generally acceptable in terms of social and community standards. If you do not think that Sharpton's brand is of divisive, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he goes, contact Ritz crackers. Please sign the petition and call on everybody. Here's the phone number. Here's their tweet. Here's the hashtag. Hashtag Sharpton's crackers. Please at Ritz Carlton. I'm sorry, who's doing cancel culture? This is like a whole organized...
God,
This is like high-level cancel shit.
I'm so sick of the fucking term cancel culture. It's so fucking meaningless.
Me
It
too.
doesn't mean
Well,
anything.
It doesn't mean anything
Well,
anymore.
especially when they do it all the fucking time.
It just
Like
doesn't
Donald
mean
Trump is
And
the
it's
king of
nothing
cancel
new.
culture.
What? But we just invented boycotting in the last like 4 years. This is boycotting has existed forever. Like this is so stupid.
not bad, huh?
Well, yeah, I think it's just a Republican tactic to fucking rile people up because it's like, oh, okay, you mean you could say and cancel. You don't have to make sense. Anyway, Ben Shapiro bought a plank of wood. That's the point.
I love that. I'll never look at planks of wood the same.
Here's my piece of
Wet
wood.
ass P word.
Hold up that wood. Let me see your wood again, AB. Let
Yo, AB, let's see
me-
that wood.
me take a
me a
look at that
second.
wood.
Let's
You
see
got
that
that from
wood.
Home Depot?
Yeah, let me get it up.
Let me see.
He's got to get that wood up.
Can you get a bag?
Poplar is now
I know I didn't use a bag.
Do you have a bag? Can we just put it in a bag?
I may have a Home Depot bag.
You got to wrap up that wood, dude.
Yeah, you better bag that wood.
You're gonna get a splinter. You gotta be safe.
Bag it.
That's
Gotta be
what she
safe
said.
and wrap the wood.
You want me to
Bag
check?
the wood.